Kayla, and welcome to the very first episode of Miguel and Nolan. As voted, I am going to be going for Nolan's route, so stay tuned. Let's get started. It's time to welcome my very first morning at my new apartment. Crawling out of my toasty bed to get ready, I head for the cafe in the lounge. Good morning, Josh. Good morning, Kayla. Did you sleep well last night? The wonderful aroma of coffee hits my nose as an apron-donned Josh turns to greet me behind the counter. Like a log, I slept for so long, it feels like I woke up from hibernation. I sit down at the counter with a smirk. Then what about breakfast to wake yourself up? Perhaps a sandwich and some coffee might hit the spot? That would be great, thanks. Very well. I can hear cups and plates rattling behind the counter when I suddenly hear the ruffle of papers from behind me. I turn to take a look and see the back of Nolan's head as he sits down on the sofa reading a newspaper. I stop myself short. Should I even say hello? He's just so focused on the newspaper. Feels like I'd just be a bother. Figuring I'd greet him later, I turn back to the counter just in time to notice someone entering from the courtyard. Can I get a cup of water, Josh? I turn and face a new voice from my seat at the counter. Ooh, Miguel! Just then, my eyes meet the voice's owner as he takes a cup from Josh. The Olympian! Wait, he has a name. Miguel. Geez, he sure is tall. His squishy footsteps grow louder as he walks towards me. Good morning, Kayla. Good morning, Miguel. Pool's still pretty cold this time of year. He must have been swimming. Go figure. You don't get that athletic body by doing nothing. My eyes are glued to him as Miguel drinks down the water with a towel draping over his wet chest. You must really like Josh if coming to the cafe is the first thing you do in the morning. That's because I can't use the kitchen in my room yet. At the moment, I lack the ingredients to cook even a simple breakfast. No, feel free to come here as often as you want. Josh gets pretty lonely if no one stops by. Even if you can cook for yourself, it'd be good if you stopped by. The more the better. Did Miguel come here just to keep Josh company? I will. What a relief. I was a bit nervous about coming to the cafe, but not anymore. As I think that to myself, Miguel begins to stretch his limbs off to the side of the counter. Gosh, I can't peel my eyes off him. He's just so well built. He stands up tall and stretches out, finishing his routine. He kind of reminds me of like the boys from Free. If you've seen that show, let me know in the comments. Oh yeah. I look back towards the sofa where Nolan is folding the paper and stands up. Miguel, you're loud. Oh, you were here? Good morning to you too, Nolan. Miguel replies without even flinching at the harsh remark. You sporty people are always so loud. It makes my head hurt. Anything in the news today? What's the headline? And you can change the subjects like it's nothing. You're on the front page again. Wanna see? I'll pass. Forget the news, Miguel. Don't you have something else you need to do? Like drying yourself off before you walk around? I've told you how many times now? Yeah, I got it. You're just as noisy as Joy lately. There's more important things to worry about than a little water. Shrugging off the criticism, Miguel cheerfully scrubs his head with his towel. Whether it's important or not, it's not good manners. Nolan speaks while he rubs his temple in pain before taking a seat at the counter. Aren't these two high school buddies? They've got completely opposite personalities, though. At least they're close enough to be frank with each other. Good morning. Trying not to hurt his ears any more than they already are, I offer a meek greeting to Nolan. What? Has he already forgotten about me or something? I moved here yesterday. Hey, Nolan, I know you're shy and all, but don't pretend you don't know her. It's not like you have worse manners than me, right? Huh? He's pretending that he doesn't know me? Don't be stupid, I just forgot her name. Good morning, Kayla. Josh, the usual, please? Me too. Miguel sits down in the seat between Nolan and me. Nolan seems like the cold type, I guess. I had a feeling you two would say that. I had both of yours fixed ahead of time. Your meal is done as well, Kayla. Josh sets down a plate full of tiny sandwiches in front of me. He then serves Nolan and Miguel their dishes as well. Wow, it looks so delicious. You're always thinking one step ahead, Josh. Looks tasty as usual, thanks. Funny how their usual breakfasts are worlds apart. Nolan's order is coffee with a fruit salad, smartly arranged in a cocktail glass. Miguel has a heaping bowl of grilled chicken and steamed vegetables along with soup on the side. Not to mention a smoothie as well. As always, yours comes from the special menu, Miguel. Thanks, Josh. I can't imagine a better breakfast. Miguel stuffs an entire piece of chicken in his mouth without even slicing it up. Chicken in the morning? The thought of that makes my stomach churn. Meanwhile, Nolan gracefully slips a cut piece of fruit between his lips. Eating together is a good chance. I should find out more about them. Miguel, what's this about a special menu? Or aren't you hungry, Nolan? I guess we'll address Nolan. Aren't you hungry, Nolan? This is how much I always eat. Eating too much slows the brain. It's bad for decision making. Decision making? Like for work? It helps when making everyday decisions such as driving also, but yes, primarily for work. As a lawyer, I imagine being on top of his game must be very important for him. What about if you eat too little? Wouldn't that be just as bad? I understand my body better than anyone. I limit my calories to always be at my very best. Impressive! No surprises here. He's as strict as he looks, and has pride and responsibility in everything he does. Perfect, we got a little bit higher with Nolan. Weren't you two friends in high school? Not so much by choice as being stuck together so long. How long have you guys known each other for? Since high school, so what, 10 years now, Nolan? Why are you asking me? Don't you already know? Grumpy as ever. Miguel smirks while shrugging his shoulders. Their amusing exchange puts a smile on my face. It must be nice to have someone who understands you so well. Believe me, I never asked him to. Nolan wipes his lips with a napkin, never changing his stoic expression. Hey, that's my line. Miguel rolls his eyes before drowning the entire smoothie in one gulp. Thanks, Josh. They immediately stand up together. For being so different, they sure get along. Being friends for 10 years must do that to you. After rising from his seat, Nolan quickly departs from the cafe. I've got to get going too. Don't mind Nolan. He's a good guy, even if he does act like that. I figured, oh, I need to hurry. I'm going to be late too. You work nearby, right? Have fun at work. Yeah, thanks. Miguel waves his hand and disappears down the hallway. Even though he looks stern on TV, Miguel seems to be a really kind person. Even though Nolan seemed cold at first, he was nice enough to sit down for breakfast with me. My stay here is looking rather promising, right from the get-go. After thanking Josh for the meal, I leave Lilac Court for work, in high spirits. At the Kaleido National Animal Institute where I work, the facilities include an animal zoo available for the public. This is the start of a new beginning. I hope I can get right in and start my job off strong. I enter the main building full of great ambitions. My name is Kayla Michelle. We'll be working together from now on. Pleased to meet you all. A round of applause follows my brief self-introduction to my colleagues. Welcome to the Institute. We're glad to have you with us. So, you're Kayla. Your father and I go way back. The others welcome me warmly as I go through and shake all of their hands. I'm glad they're all so friendly. It'll make working together that much easier. I reach out to shake the hand of the last person remaining. I'm Kayla Michelle. Pleased to meet you. Didn't you say that already? He grumbles as if annoyed and curtly shakes my hand from his seat. Can I get your name? Look. He points directly to his ID badge. Excuse me? Read it. Timo Salminen. Exactly. Okay. He seems like a difficult person. I better watch out for this one. I make to leave, but the man calls out from behind me. By the way, you're assigned to the Kaleido leopards with me. Seriously? I'll show you around the facilities real quick, so try to keep up. Alright. Everyone else is so nice. It figures I'd end up with this guy. Feeling weighed down by my terrible luck, I follow Timo out of the laboratory. As Timo shows me around, I realize just how thorough and advanced the facilities really are. This place is something else. And here's the breeding area for the Kaleido leopards we're assigned to. Wow! Seeing all the leopards while they casually loiter around fills me with wonder. As you know, the Kaleido leopard is a leopard subspecies that exists only in Kaleido. We have 10 here, likely all the remaining population since it's such an endangered species. It's our job here to help them breed with enough numbers to survive on their own. It's never been done before, but we must succeed where others have failed. Okay, so maybe this time around we are supposed to help them with breeding instead of finding an antibody? I'm only half listening to his explanation, my eyes stolen by the dazzling fur of the leopards. This beautiful creature is on the verge of distinction, and it's our duty to help them find a future. I can only hope that someday they will return to the wild, no longer needing our helping hands. Filled with a new inspiration, I follow Timo as we leave the breeding area. I'm back! With my first day of work now behind me, Lucas is wagging his tail, welcoming me home. Lucas, you excited to see me? I kneel down and throw my arms around the fluffy golden ball of excitement. Ruffling a handful of his soft, thick fur, I play with him a bit before heading to my room. Since I went directly to bed the night before, my room is still covered in boxes. I worked through them, unpacking and storing away all of my belongings. Now it's looking more like a room. But what to do with all these boxes? I walked down the lounge to ask someone for help and find Miguel sitting at the sofa watching TV. Good, I talked to him this morning, so it won't be so weird to ask. Miguel, sorry to bother you, but do you have a moment?
Kayla, what's up?
I unpacked all of my stuff, but I don't know where to throw away all of my empty boxes.
Oh, Josh can tell you. No, wait, I think he's gone for today. If you just put them out by the courtyard, Josh will take care of it tomorrow.
Really? Okay, thanks.
If you're doing it now, I can help. I have enough boxes and it can get pretty heavy.
Miguel says this to me as I'm turning back towards my room. Really? But aren't you busy watching TV?
I'm only watching because I'm bored. Lifting boxes is better than sitting around. It'll help my training.
Well then, if you insist.
Let's go, and please, if you ever need a hand with something, just ask.
Thanks, I really appreciate it, Miguel.
No sweat. I got a good workout out of it.
Miguel says with an amicable smile. What a nice guy. He's so thoughtful and dependable. As we walk back to the lounge side by side, his phone rings.
Hello, Nolan? You just called because I wasn't at the lounge?
They live in the same place, but still call each other? Do all guys do that?
Yeah, got it. I'll ask Kayla for you.
What? Me?
Nolan wants to play poker in his room. He really wants you to come.
Since my room is mostly clean now, I don't have much else to do. Are you going to go?
Only if you do, Kayla.
Miguel comes to a stop. But I don't know the first thing about poker.
Don't worry. If you don't know, you can always learn.
Fine. If you go, I will too.
Alright, we'll see if you've got it in you.
He shoots me a cordial smile while putting his phone back to his ear.
Nolan, Kayla's coming too. We'll be there soon, so get everything ready.
Miguel stuffs his phone away without waiting for a reply.
Then again, are you ready if we head to his room now?
Yeah, let's go. If I want to make friends here, I can't lose a chance like this. When we get to Nolan's room, Miguel raps his knuckles on the door. He twists the doorknob and walks in without even waiting for Nolan to respond.
Keep you waiting? What took you so long? Did you get lost or something?
Nolan protests from inside a room so large that it's practically a palace for one person.
You're so grumpy. Are you sure you're getting enough calcium in your diet?
Miguel struts into Nolan's room as if it were his own. Excuse us. Okay, guys, we will stop here for now and see how the poker night with Miguel and Nolan goes next time. Thanks for watching, guys.
Future.